Hi, I'm Claire.
And I'm Heather.
And we are
Masterpiece Astrology.
And we're here with your forecast this week, Sunday, November 12th through Saturday, November 18th. This week we're building up to a big new moon on Saturday.
We're cooking.
We are cooking.
We're frying.
Well, pressure cooker. And it's because of Mars square Pluto. That's the big aspect this weekend, and it's going to cause us to confront power. Issues of powerlessness.
It's going to go kabloomy!
It is. It's going to feel like walking on a volcano this week. And Fred is here to help us shoot some rainbows into this mofo. All right, let's go. That's really what it is. I know. So Sunday, what do you think? It's going to feel a little bit foggy in the morning, I think. And,
you're going to be overly worrying or analyzing about something because it's a moon in Virgo, and that's what Virgos do best.
I know.
We worry about everything, and then we worry about us worrying about stuff. So that's what you'll be doing on Sunday. It could be doing laundry, getting some chores done.
Our little helper Virgo moon that likes to make a difference. It's
trying to multitask. You got no confidence. It's okay. You're good. Just keep doing what you're doing. Even
though you come into contact with some of those outer planets on Sunday, Pluto and Neptune hitting that moon, don't let it bother you. Don't expect too much of yourself on Sunday. Just daydream. Have a good day.
Watch movies, Netflix, Hulu, whatever.
If anything, late in the day, you might feel just a little bit more focused. And, there's going to be some emotional stuff coming up Sunday night into Monday, which leads us to Monday, which is our Coyote Trickster Day.
You're going to feel overly optimistic, possibly. I actually think you will.
I think so.
And your perception of reality is kind of askew. You're not quite seeing
the real picture.
Seeing the real picture. So whatever it is, whether it's good or bad, just know that you're delusional for right now. It's all good.
We were trying to stay away from the word delusional, but Tuesday is a day where, you could slips of the tongue, a little bit of just your spidey sense is going to be off. So don't make any firm decisions.
No, and just know that your inner crazy person that is starting to emerge, your irritation level could be starting to build, because we're really building to two different energies. We've got that nice Mars-Pluto square that you were just talking about.
That's the big thing.
And then we have a new moon that's going to be happening on Saturday, that we're just continually building towards these two events.
Well, we've helped our listeners and viewers understand this idea of orbs, that sometimes when two planets come into contact in the sky...
That's what we're doing. We're working towards... We're in the orb. We're in the
orb. We're moving towards this right angle.
Right, we're working on the details of the week.
We are.
As we work too.
Well, that's a great thing you just said, the details of the week. I think a lot of things that are coming up for people right now are emotional details or actual relationship details and feelings.
And as we work our way also to Thanksgiving, which is next week, a lot of people have issues about holidays and,
family,
the...
cooking.
Just the anxiety of, oh God, I gotta see Aunt Matilda again, and Mom and Dad are crazy and losing their minds, and my brother who's just, kill him.
How about having to make a vegan meal when you're cooking a turkey? That's another pressure. We were just talking about how this week really is the pressure building up to Thanksgiving. I mean, Thanksgiving week looks a little bit better than this one. I think
this week is not.
If you're making plans to prepare for the holiday, making pies this coming weekend, getting everyone your stuff together, shopping for your
You'll just be a little bit more irritated as you're going.
There's pressure.
Now this week is sort of a mixed bag, because as we're building up this pressure, there are a couple of days during the week where things are not as intense. So Tuesday is one of those days.
Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday. So Tuesday, people oriented, just kind of a breath of fresh air.
I think so. I think there's really with Tuesday we're going to have some really good energy to have some courage in taking action we might need to take in terms of communicating. Also, Tuesday through the end of the week, great time to write. We're having some really strong energy with Libra moon, Mercury, Sagittarius. These are planets that help us communicate effectively, and so communicating our philosophy. So Tuesday is kind of a nice light day. Wednesday is
a hard wake-up day.
It's not.
You may not want to wake up that day or go to work.
It's a moody wake-up day.
So I'd rather just sleep in.
So if you feel that way, you're right. And please be aware that it's also an unpredictable day. So.
And hopefully you have a 4-day weekend to look forward to on Thanksgiving, so you can just kind of make yourself get up every single day this week.
Yeah. So yeah, Wednesday will be a little bit difficult. And then Thursday, I think Thursday is a day with all that water energy with Scorpio, moon.
But you're ready for the weekend. You really are. You're done with this week already. By Thursday, you are ready for the weekend, but you still have to get through Thursday and Friday.
I think helping our viewers with some tools on Thursday, because all the emotion that's coming up on Thursday, and there will be quite a bit. I mean, we got aspects between Venus in Scorpio, trining Neptune in Pisces. We have the Sun in Scorpio, trining Chiron in Pisces. We have Moon and Jupiter conjunct, which means together in Scorpio. These are all water signs, and these bring up a lot of emotions. So if you're feeling pressure is building this week in terms of just unresolved issues in relationships and emotional expression and expression of your power, Thursday is a day when you might get in touch with the raw emotions that might be holding you back in this expression in your life.
And you're also blowing things out of proportion, because anything Scorpio, Jupiter, which we're leading up to,
but can I just say that the reason they get blown out of proportion is because they just haven't ever seen the light of day. I mean, it's easy to blow things out of proportion if we have refused.
It is true.
And
so yeah, your things are coming to the surface,
with Scorpio, this is because we're building up to Saturday's Scorpio new moon.
Yeah.
Moon and Sun together in Scorpio, and that's when we have complete darkness in the sky.
And the moon starts going into Scorpio on Thursday, and it'll be there Friday. Friday, you are ready for the week to be over.
Keep on saying this is just a crap week, folks.
It's just kind of a week that you really
a lot of pressure.
You could do without, but it's just kind of the build up. It's like that during the holidays, anyways. It's like, oh God, Christmas is coming, and you know the whole dinner thing and trying to be perfect. There's no need to try to do that, but
a lot of folks are trying to do that. There is this Scorpio urge to unveil secrets, to express emotions that have been repressed. Some of the reasons that we might feel really kind of kooky this week is because we've really stuffed down our feelings, especially areas where we've been hurt. And had no power to defend ourselves. And we're seeing this collectively as well as personally.
Exactly. This is reflected in our news, with the scandals, the sex scandals.
Keep on coming if you haven't noticed this week.
And the family thing, a lot of that is...
I think the scandals related to like Louis C.K., Kevin Spacey, the Roy Moore, the senator in Alabama.
Harvey Weinstein.
That keeps on giving, because the Weinstein scandal this week helped us understand how he was hiring spies and Mossad agents. So, I mean, the level of secrecy that people use to preserve their power is something we've learned about collectively in the news. So
and
we're going to bring
stuff that affects us in our own personal lives, in our own families, and in our own experiences.
Absolutely.
So that it's kind of bringing everything up to the surface.
And the new moon is when we're really going to. Saturday is the new moon, so you're going to start. You're really going to feel the stuff we're talking about that day, building up to it. The new moon really is about Mars, which is about our ego and the will to do what we want to do consciously, coming to a very hard angle with Pluto, which is our unconscious drive to do what we want to do. And if our conscious and our unconscious drives are not kind of on the same plane, you're going to find some really cattywampus, really extreme, I think, expressions of conscious and unconscious drives.
Well, and I think what's important, too, is that when things come up, especially in relationship to family or friends that you really care about, that might appear to be very frustrating, because there could be a lot of frustration, you just kind of have to realize what is the good, for the good of the relationship, do I need to let go of in order to either maintain a relationship with this person, which is probably important to you, just kind of but realizing that there may be some things in there that you don't particularly feel comfortable with. So boundaries are something that Libra energy is not real good with.
No.
And but Scorpio is more of they're more interested in evading boundaries. So
Well, also they know that there's always more beneath the surface, and the relentless and ruthless
Right.
digging for more and more
Right.
information on the Scorpio side is that they
Yeah.
just don't stop.
So you have to define your own boundaries within this energy and what you'll allow to bother you.
And that boundary is about assuming your power.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Stepping
really important,
into
right?
your power, yeah.
Because there's a lot of desire right now. There's a lot of really powerful desire energy, and there's a lot of extreme raw energy, because the unconsciousness that wants to kind of assert its dominance is going to come into conflict with our own ego drives.
Yeah.
Self-discipline is really the only way out right now, and I'm going to urge all of you to take the high road this week.
Yeah,
you will have many
take the high road,
you will have many
definitely.
temptations to get involved in power struggles. You will find that
That's
in the
a good
workplace,
thing, yeah.
personally, professionally, romantically, all domains.
Family, family stuff that
especially
comes up.
anything. So don't.
Yeah.
There's really an infinite amount of this energy available right now. So it's very important to, when confronted with a time and place to use your power, to use it wisely.
Yeah.
And to be aware that you may become very aware of how you are powerless right now, and it may spur you to take action.
And also you don't need to control the situation.
No.
Control yourself. That's all you can do.
Right. Confronting power now and taking courageous action leads to the kind of reform that we all need, personally and collectively. That's the energy we got right now.
And let live.
If you can.
If you can, you don't have to get involved in the whole judgy and the
And take the high road.
you just take the high road.
Yeah.
I really love that you said that, because that's a really great way of expressing how to handle this energy.
Thank you, because I think really right now there's so much temptation just to act and to just
And get
act
angry.
and be angry
Like,
because you can, and there's just, Libra is about
Yeah.
social justice and equity and parity, especially between male and female. Wants
And
things to be kind of nice.
The
And
Pluto and
is
the Uranus.
Hold on, before you even get to Uranus,
Yeah, yeah.
Pluto is the structure.
And the
Pluto and
control.
Capricorn is all about our structures.
And the control of
And the
those
control of
structures.
those structures.
Have to keep this structure going at all
Are
costs.
we really surprised
At all
that
costs.
these dramatic predatory sex scandals, which involve largely men preying on vulnerable people with less power in our institutions, and we've said every institution, now
Right.
it's coming up, and I just think it's
Yeah.
a remarkable collective
I
expression.
love it, and it's
I
so
do too.
easy because Jupiter's there. It's making the energy so easy to handle, and like people are brave
Actually, it's
all
a really
of a
good way
sudden,
to look
isn't
at
it great?
Yeah, there is, because Jupiter is really a beneficial planet, and it inspires us, like we said last week, to face our fear.
And that's why if you have something that needs
Yeah,
to come out, be brave and bold and say it.
Face that fear.
And in that, we want to say thank you so much for joining us again for another week of
Yeah, thank you.
astrology.
And
And if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you get our notifications.
And please take the high road this week, because this energy really, it doesn't care about whether there are any consequences for the action. It doesn't care about any blowback. And that kind of ruthlessness is something that we all, it's just a helpful thing to keep in mind this week. Take the high road. And
Take the high
don't go in the
road
gutter
and
with this.
join us again next week where we give you our Thanksgiving forecast. Woohoo!
It's going to be better next
Have
week,
a great
folks.
week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.